and a pleasant right now good morning. Welcome to the Highliner Activity Center. It is day 2 of the 2023 Valley City Holiday Shootout. The girls taking center stage here right now is Valley City getting ready to take on the Indians of Four Winds, Minnewacan. And a pleasant good morning to you. Paul McDonald with you high atop the Highliner Activity Center here today for the first of our doubleheader. We've got the boys following. They will be taking on Dunseith. Day 1 in the books. And after the power outage won the beginning of the day, the rest of the day didn't go too badly. Games here at the Hack. Valley City, of course, they were 60-40 winners over Turtle Mountain. Four Winds, Minnewacan. Today's opponent for the Highliners defeated Killdeer 75-25. And Central Cass, they were winners over Dunseith last night, 69-22. Over at the bubble, games that were played there, the Shiloh-Botno game. What a great game. Shiloh Christian girls led pretty much the whole game, and then Botno, the number 2 ranked team in Class A, made a comeback and won it 60-56 in the far and away the best game of the tournament. The Killdeer boys defeated Turtle Mountain 64-40, and Shiloh Christian, they defeated Dunseith by a final of 81-43. And a game just completed on boys' side, Shiloh Christian defeated Turtle Mountain 74-66. Earlier today, Dunseith losing to Killdeer by 66-31 final score here earlier today. So we still have a few more games to go here at the bubble. We've got the doubleheader with the Valley City girls and then the Valley City boys. And then at 2 o'clock, Turtle Mountain girls will take on Shiloh Christian. At 3:30, the Kindred boys, the now number 1 ranked team in Class A, will take on Killdeer. And at 5 o'clock, Central Cass and Botno girls. That should be a good one coming up, our final game of the day at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Starting lineups right around the corner as we take a look at these two teams. Valley City coming in 4-1, again winning yesterday by a final of 60-40. And that victory yesterday against Turtle Mountain was kind of a bookend kind of a game. It was 15-15 at the end of the first quarter. And the scoring in the second quarter actually was even again, as it was 15-15 in the fourth quarter. So 30-30 was the score in quarters 1 and 4. It was the middle two, the second and third quarters, where Valley City dominated as they outscored Turtle Mountain 14-5 and 16-5 in those two quarters and won by 20 yesterday. Drew Potratz led the way with 14 points for the Highliners. Tessa Olson and Dakota Potratz each in double figures with 10. And Katie Birchall with 9 points for the Highliners, and Greta Govan had 8. Today they're taking on a Four Winds team, a Four Winds Minnewacan team that again won big yesterday, 75-25. Keep your eye on number 15. That is Kaylee Hansen. She is a sophomore, and she has some ties to Valley City. She is the niece of the Thornton boys, and so they are a couple of them. I just saw James in the house. He says, sorry, I'm gonna have a struggle today. Might have to cheer for the visitors today. As Kaylee Hansen, the visitor here today, but she is a niece of the Thorntons here from Valley City. Well, she is definitely a solid player for Four Winds Minnewacan. Unofficially, 27 points yesterday for Kaylee Hansen. And their last game out before this tournament, they defeated Northern Cass at Northern Cass 59-56. That was back last Friday. In that game, Hansen hit a three-pointer with 6 seconds to go to help the Indians with that 59-56 win against the Jaguars on the road at Northern Cass. So it'll be a tough one today. They love to press. They're very quick. Siri Gord, an 8th grader. She's an 8th grader, but she runs the point as if she was a senior. Very good ball player as an 8th grader. One senior on this team for Four Winds Minnewacan, that's Sophie Robertson, and she is a 5'9" forward. And they, of course, also have a couple other sophomores. Kendra Spotted Wolf mentioned Kaylee Hansen. That'll be in that starting rotation along with junior Ava Gord for the Indians. They are 4-4 on the season. And again, the Highliners are 4-1. When we come back, we've got starting lineups right around the corner. It's the Indians and the Highliners girls basketball, day 2 of the 2023 Valley City Holiday Shootout. We're back with more live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Hack. Let's take a look at those starting lineups first for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. And this is kind of how they went yesterday, and I think they're going to go pretty much the same today. Kendra Spotted-Wolf, a 5'10 sophomore, will be at one forward. Kaylee Hansen, a 5'10 guard, a sophomore. At the 5'3 junior guard is Ava Gord. And Siri Gord, the 5'7 eighth grader at the point. And Sophie Robertson, the forward, 5'9. She is a senior. Sean Gord, senior, is the head coach of Fort Wayne's Minnewacan, assisted by Mark Bishop and a name that Valley City people remember, Bridget Graywater, the former head volleyball coach of BCSU. She is the JV coach, an assistant coach for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan, and she is assisting Sean Gord Sr. Now let's take a look at our starters for the Highliners. They'll go like this. At a guard is senior Drew Potratz. At the other guard, sophomore Dakota Potratz. And at the third guard, the wing, Tessa Olson. She is a senior. At a forward is a junior Greta Govan. And at the other forward is senior Hadley Thorson for the Highliners. They come in 4-1 on the year. Again, winning yesterday by final of 60-40 in their victory over Turtle Mountain.
A sophomore guard wearing number 15, standing 5'10", Kaylee Hansen. A junior guard standing 5'3", wearing number 20, Ava Gord. A senior forward wearing number 25, standing 5'9", Sophie
60-40 win. There we go.
An eighth grader, she's a guard.
Yeah, I lost my headset there for a minute. Now we're back. Sorry about that. And again, they winning yesterday 60-40, get themselves back on the winning track. And again, for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan, their losses this year are to Shiloh Christian and Thompson. Thompson, number 1 team in Class A for girls basketball, also lost to Grafton, who was also ranked in the top 5 in Class A, and a 3-point loss to Devils Lake back on the 19th. Now, that's a little history there, because you know how close Fort Wayne's Minnewacan and Devils Lake are to one another. They're only maybe 20, 25 miles. That was the first time that Fort Wayne's Minnewacan and Devils Lake have played in basketball, boys or girls, because then they played boys the next night, and Fort Wayne's boys won that one as well when they defeated Devils Lake. Those games were up at Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. So welcome to the Hack, wherever you're at on this holiday weekend. Whether you're at home, maybe you've got enough ice wherever you're at, you're in the fish house. So maybe, you know, I do like walleye. If you get a big enough walleye and bring it back, I'll definitely cook it. I'm all on board there. Maybe you're spending some vacation time in another state and you're joining us here today. Welcome to the Hack. We are set to go. Highliners in their home whites, and Fort Wayne's Minnewacan in their blacks with the blue numerals. Again, Kaylee Hansen, she'll be one to keep your eye on. The 5'10 sophomore, 27 points yesterday in their win against Killdeer. Jimmy Howard, assisted by Tara Glant. Our officials, Ron Nudell, Brian Yanish, and Ryan Snyder. And we are set to go. Day 2, game 3 here at the Hack. And the Highliners have it first. Olsen will be going from right to left. Man-to-man defense here early on by the Indians. Potratz goes up top to Thorson. Badly goes backdoor. Olsen, ball stripped. Gilbertson comes up with the steal, gets it up ahead to Gord. Here's Suri Gord into the front court, right hand, now left hand. 8th grader running the point, runs it like a senior. Gilbertson on the far wing, looking down low, not there. Gets back up top to Keita Hansen, over to Gord. Gord passing in, Gilbertson near corner, Spotted-Wolf for 3, off the back iron. Long rebound, Gord has it. Gord also was in double figures yesterday with 15. They're on the near side, and as Ava Gord passed on low, is knocked away. Olsen comes up with the loose ball, gets it off to Potratz. Here's Drew going through in the lane. The ball rolls off of, it looks like it went off of Gilbertson and out of bounds. It will be staying with Valley City. Inbounds, comes into Thorson. Thorson up top, Potratz. Potratz dribble drive, left hand, off the glass for two. Dakota Potratz scores first. A minute in, Valley City up 2-0. Front court, press broken. And pass down low, nice catch and release. Spotted Wolf rolls off, can't get it to fall. And the rebound controlled by Valley City. There's Potratz on the far side. Cross court pass. Potratz near corner. Govan for three. Greta's first shot, and she knocks it down. 3-pointer by Greta Govan, and the Highlanders with a quick 5-0 lead. Highlanders themselves with that 1-2-2 press. Pass, front court. Gord, layup, good. Ava Gord with a bucket off the assist from Surrey, and it's a 5-2 Highliner advantage. That was a key yesterday to Valley City, both in the second and third quarters. They held Turtle Mountain to several minutes without points to start both quarters. Off the steal, Gord now into the front court here for Four Winds Minnewacan. Onto the near side, Spotted Wolf. Watch there by Thorson, gets it right back down low. Gilbertson, shot rolls, halfway down, comes out. Rebound control by Potratz. Dakota Potratz now weaves her way into the front court and nearly traveled. Gets it off to Drew. Drew, stop, pop from 12, off the mark. Long rebound to Govan. Govan inside. Her shot blocked there by Gilbertson. Loose ball on the far side. Grabbed by Govan. She'll go back onto the wing to Olsen. Tessa gives it off. 3-pointer. Drew Potratz. No, off the mark. Rebound Dakota. She goes back up. Count it. Fouled. She'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity for Dakota Potratz. Foul called against Gilbertson. They're going to give to Sophie Gilbertson. That'll be her first team. Robertson, pardon me, Sophie Robertson. Sophie Gilbertson is the swimmer from Valley City. Here's the left-handed free throw. No, in and out, can't go. Govan with the rebound, put back in, good. Govan, she's got 5. Highliners lead is 7, 9-2. 2.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gord into the front court. Robertson, far side. Holding on to it there was Carly Baker. Now back over far corner. Robertson dribbling in. Tried to kick it back. Got it over to Gord. Gord left-hand dribble, backs up. Back to the far side. Surrey Gord. 10 on the shot clock. Baker. Robertson. Gord, 5 on the shot clock. Rims out. And out of bounds, last touch by Valley City. The shot clock now reset. They had 5 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds on the baseline. Surrey Gord will turn it in for Four Winds Minnewacan. Short jumper, Robertson. How rattles in and out, didn't go. Those shots were falling yesterday for the Indians. Loose ball stolen. Gilbertson to Gord. Her layup doesn't fall, but she's going to go to the line. That's where they got a lot of points yesterday as they got the steal off inbounds. A lot of fast break and transition points. Foul called on Drew Potratz, her first team foul. Surrey Gord at the line, shooting 2. First one, good. 9-3 Highliners. Katie Burchell checks in. Did a nice job off the bench yesterday for the Highliners, scoring 9 points, had about a half dozen rebounds. Free throw up, good. Gord with her first 2, 9-4 Valley City. 4:49 here in the opening quarter. Across the timeline, double team in the half-court trap. Potratz got it to Govan. On the far side, Drew Potratz on that far wing, watched by Gord. Ball knocked away, she regains control. Top of the key to Govan, 19 on the shot clock. Olsen finally touches, stop, pop from 16, back iron too hard. Govan right back there, her shot misfires. Another rebound for Burchell underneath amongst 3 Indians, and a foul going to be called. And no shot, it'll be before an F shot there, and looks like Robertson. That'll be her second team foul. Inbounds on the baseline, Govan will bring it in. Inbounds here near side. Brought up top, grabbed by Burchell. Dribbling through, Burchell goes up strong, shot good, count it. She's fouled, she'll go to the line. And that foul going to be called against Hanson. That'll be her third team foul. So Burchell at the free throw line. Yesterday was 3 of 6 at the free throw line. This one is on the way, good. Three-point play good for Katie Burchell. Highlanders lead by 8, 12-4. That is their biggest lead of this first quarter. 4:15 remaining. Cross court, Hansen into the front court. Spotted Wolf, stolen, Govan. Govan up ahead to Burchell. Burchell back the other way. She's going to circle around and wait for some help. Gets underneath. Shot up there by Potratz doesn't go. And a foul call. And that foul is going to be called on Kendra Spotted Wolf. That will be her first personal, 4th team foul. So Dakota Potratz to the free throw line. 4 of 6 there yesterday. And good there. 1 for 2 at the free throw line so far today is Dakota. She has 5 points. Free throw up, good. Gets them both. She's got 6. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Coach Sean Gord. And 4 wins Minnewacan. 14-4. Highlanders lead. 4:01 to go here in this first quarter. We're back with more Highlander girls basketball from the Hack live on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. Of course, while basketball is going on here at the Hack, there's over 1,800 wrestlers, 180 teams going at it in Fargo at the Fargo Dome. And Rumble on the Red. We'll tell you how some of the Highlander wrestlers are doing here today. We've got one already on the podium on the girls' side, and Deegan Kirschman. Top of the key, here's Gord on the far wing to Hansen. Hansen, stop, pop, three-pointer over. That's what she did all day yesterday. She's got a quick release, and she gets nothing but net. Her first 3, 14-7. Highlanders lead cut in half with 3:34 to go. Leading by 7 here near side, Potratz. Dribbling inside the arc, lost it. Drew got it to Dakota. Dakota to the free throw line, Burchell. Driving through, goes up strong shot, rolls off the rim. A rebound grab by Potratz. Dakota to Drew. Three-pointer from the wing, short, front iron. Rebound, Burchell back up with the left hand off the glass. High off the glass. 5 now for Burchell. They'll go along with a couple of offensive rebounds. 16-7, Highlanders by 9. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Tip, Govan, those long arms. 3-on-1 Highlanders. Govan, bounce pass. Potratz, great hustle by Gord. Nearly had the steal. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Govan. Back to Burchell from 15. Rolls off the front of the rim. Saved in by Potratz. Underneath, gets it back to Govan. She'll take the 19-footer. That comes off the rim. And it's finally controlled by Suri Gord for 4 wins Minnewacan. Being hounded there by Govan in the backcourt. Gets it up ahead. Spotted Wolf. Cross-court pass. Gord into the corner. Hansen back to Gord. Here's Ava for 3. Rattles in and down. Ava Gord with the 3. She's got 5. Just like that. A little 6-0 run or 6-2 run, and it's a 6-point game. Olsen, stop, pop, shot partially blocked by Spotted Wolf. Rebound controlled by Baker. And the Indians coming back to the way, trailing by a half dozen as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Ava Gord across the timeline, far side to Surrey. Surrey works it, going baseline right around Govan, right hand off the glass for 2. Surrey Gord with 4. 16-12. Highlanders at one time a 10-point lead, now down to 2-4. Govan, pass, Burchell. Inside against Baker. Turn around, left hand, no. Rebound on the ground, and Spotted Wolf has it, controls. Gets it off the Gord. Back the other way. Forward's going to walk into the front court. Gord, top of the key. Stops, pops from 21. Good. Surrey Gord with the first 3. Timeout. Coach Howard. 1:26 to go here in the first quarter. And this is a 30-second timeout. 16-15. That's an 11-2 run right now by the Indians to get this down to a 1-point game. Again, Deegan Kirschman at 118. She got 6th place today at that Rumble on the Red. So congratulations to Deegan. Some of the junior varsity wrestlers, Owen Hunt and Chase Coughlin, they're wrestling today. Also, Miley Christensen, she's wrestling for the championship today at 135. Matter of fact, she's wrestling against Aya Cullinan from Legacy. That is a rematch of last year's state championship at 135. So now they're wrestling for the championship at 136 at the Rumble on the Red in Fargo. Brooke Bundy, she also is in the, she'll be wrestling for 5th place here today in the Rumble on the Red. Some other activity going on with the Highliners here. Maddie Anderson checks in on that timeout. She's in the backcourt right now, and she has the ball. She comes across the timeline. Pass underneath Burchell. Off the glass. Good. Catch and release. 7 now for Burchell off the bench. And the Highliners get back up by 3, 18-15. Across the timeline, Gord, far side, Hanson. Back to Gord, lines up the 3. She'll take it. Comes off the rim. Long rebound here to the near corner and out of bounds. Nice attempt to save it, though, but it goes out of bounds. That was Haven Cavanaugh that hustled there into the corner. 57.2 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Been a dandy so far. 18-15. Valley City leading by 3. Potrats. Dakota to Drew. Drew dribbling in. Free throw line. Picks up the dribble. Far side Anderson. She'll take the 20-foot three-pointer. High off the rim. Hits the support. And it's going to go over to Four Winds Minnewacan. Inbounds in the backcourt, Hanson to Gord. Back over to Hanson, about a 4-second differential between shot clock, game clock. Quick pass in Cavanaugh. Nice pass down low to DuBois. She gets it back to Gord. Step back 15-footer off the mark. Wildly missed and grabbed by Potrats. Potrats in the front court as Dakota gets ahead to Drew. Drew, dribble drive, left baseline. Picks up the dribble. Ball knocked away by Gord. Loose ball picked up by nobody. And then we've got people, bodies falling all over the place. Burchell grabs the loose ball and puts it in. She's got 9. 20-15, Highliners by 5. Final 6 seconds of the quarter. And it goes Cavanaugh. DuBois blocked by Olson. Grabbed by Burchell. She'll just hold on to it. And there is the end of an exciting first quarter. Your score, it's Valley City 20. Four Winds Minnewacan 15. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highliner Girls Basketball. The 2023 Valley City Holiday Shootout live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Twenty to 15, your score, Valley City leading by 5. We get ready for the start of the second quarter. 9 points by Katie Burchell off the bench for the Highliners, leading the way there. 7 by Suri Gord, leading things for Four Winds Minnewacan. Pass down low, one dribble, up off the dribble and out of bounds. Turnover. Sophie Robertson turns the ball over, and Valley City, Kaylee Nielsen now will check in to start the quarter. Hadley Thorson, Kaylee Nielsen, Dakota Potrats, Tessa Olson, and Maddie Anderson on the floor right now for the Highliners. Here's Potrats posting up, triple team, into the corner. Olson for 3 now. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Four Winds Minnewacan. The Indians will have their starting 5 on the floor with Kendra Sponderl, Kaylee Hansen, Ava Gord, Sophie Robertson, and Suri Gord. Inbounds, top of the key. Left open, Anderson for 3, knocking it down as Maddie Anderson gets in the scoring column with the 3-pointer. 8-point lead for Valley City. 23-15. Dribble drive, Gord, runner on the baseline for 2. That's Ava Gord now with 7. And backing off the press, a 1-3-1, and we've got a travel. Hansen turns the ball over. Nielsen turns it over, back over to Four Winds Minnewacan. They pressed a lot yesterday in their victory against Kildare. Got a lot of transition buckets. And when you play a team that presses as well, it's a little tougher to be successful with that press. Here to the near side is Gord. She goes up top of the key. Spotted Wolf from 18. Good. Nothing but net there for Kendra Spotted Wolf. Her first bucket, first points. 23-19. Anderson in the front court to Potrats. Dribbling inside, in the lane. Thorson tried to go inside to Anderson. Ball knocked away and stolen. Robertson with the steal. Back to the way come the Indians goes Gord. Gord along the far side, watched by Anderson. On that far wing, she'll work it up top of the key. Back here to the near side is Ava Gord. Looks in, gets it off to Hansen. Hansen gives it right back. Siri Gord to Ava. And just working that top, faces the pass, kicks into the corner. Spotted Wolf for three, good. Kendra Spotted Wolf with the three. She's got 5. And it's back to a 1-point game, 23-22. 6:20 to go here in this second quarter. Olsen up top. Kaylee Nielsen for three. Back iron, a little too hard. Rebound, Potrats had it knocked away. But Anderson recovers, gets it off to Nielsen. Potrats finds a seam, drives the lane. Left-handed layup rolls off. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Highlander ball. That'll bring Govan and Drew Potrats back in the lineup for Valley City. 6:05 remaining here in this quarter. 23-22. Spotted Wolf will sit down, and Carly Baker comes back in. A 5'7" sophomore. Again, just one senior. That's Sophie Robertson, the lone senior on this team. 6 sophomores, a couple of juniors, an 8th grader, and a senior for Four Winds Minnewacan. Keep an eye on them over the next few years. Here on the near side, Anderson. This could be one of those rivalries that we might see a lot of. Here's a three-pointer from Drew Potrat. Shot doesn't fall. Anderson, nice save. Inbounds inside to Nielsen. Back to Anderson. Gets it off to Govan. The runner with the right hand off the glass too hard. Rebound, Thorson up. That doesn't fall. And Baker clears off the rebound. Then Thorson with the steal. Loose ball picked up by Govan. They'll reset the offense. Three-pointer by Potrats off the mark. Another rebound, Thorson. That one goes out of bounds. And it will be who? It will stay with the Highlanders. Right now, the Highlanders are doing what has been done to them the last few games. They're getting the offensive rebound against Devils Lake. Devils Lake had a multitude of chances in that game last Friday. 3, 4, 5 opportunities on trips down the floor getting the offensive rebound. Highlanders are now doing it today against Four Winds Minnewacan. There's a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Highlanders. 5:30 to go. We're in the second quarter, 23-22. Inbounds comes in. Thorson, shot no, rebound. Grabbed there by Gord, and back the other way. Four Winds Minnewacan can take the lead. Gord, crossover dribble. Cut off there, she wanted the lane. Top of the key, three-pointer Robertson, off the mark. Govan tips the rebound into the corner, grabbed by Potrats. She is cornered, and it is knocked out of bounds. Don't went off of Potrats. It'll be Four Winds Minnewacan basketball. And we have no. Okay, he changed his mind. Originally pointed that it was going to be Valley City or going to be Four Winds basketball, and now we're going to have a conversation here. Reset the shot clock. There we go. Well, the shot clock shouldn't have reset since it no change of possession. Well, whatever it is, here we go. Highlander ball, up by 1. Nielsen, that's going to be over and back. Yep. She got trapped at half court. She turned and passed it behind her to Govan. Govan was still in the backcourt. And that's going to be over and back. That'll bring Birchall and Dakota Potrats back in the lineup for Valley City. They'll get another opportunity here for Four Winds Minnewacan to take their first lead of the game. Gord has it off the inbounds. Pass here to the near side. Gord into the corner. Spotted Wolf off her hand. Saves it, but right back to her teammate. Gord works away up top of the key. Stop. Three-pointer. Back iron too hard. Long rebound. Grabbed by Gord. Gets it back over to Hansen. Back to Gord in the corner. Three-pointer from the left side off the mark. And a rebound. Dakota Potratz has it for Valley City. And goes up ahead. Ball knocked away by Hansen. Steals it into the hands of Gord. Gord starts in, turns, gives it back to Hansen. Three-pointer from the corner off the mark. That might be her first miss of the weekend. And on driving the baseline is Surrey Gord, and she is fouled. That'll be the first foul on the Highliners here in the second quarter. And that'll be against Dakota Potratz, her first. Only the second foul called on Valley City. Been a clean game so far. Neither team got to that bonus. So at the free throw line is Surrey Gord shooting 2. Good on the first. Second free throw coming. That just looked like trouble, those three. I know their parents. Next free throw comes up and off the mark. The rebound, Govan controls. Back to the way up, then her pass intended for Potratz behind Dakota and out of bounds. So the turnover gives the ball back over to Four Winds Minnewaca. We are tied at 23. First time we've been tied today. Inbounds, far corner, Gord. Inside, nice steal there by Potratz. Dakota dribbles through a double team. Gets it near side to Drew. Drew, crossover dribble. Wants the baseline, cut out there. Gets it back up, and Olsen grabbed it just before it hits the half-court line. Tessa comes in, into the near corner, Drew. Down low, Birchall. In the lane, shot up, and no. But Katie is going to go back to the line and shoot some free throws. Foul going to be called. That'll be on Sophie Robertson. That is number 3 on Robertson, and that is the first team foul here in the quarter. So Birchall back to the free throw line. Katie 1 for 1. She's got 9 points here in the first half. And make it an even 10. Robertson will sit down. Baker comes back in now for Four Winds Minnewaca. Or check that is Kavanaugh, the 5'6" sophomore. Second free throw here for Birchall is up and good. She's got 11. The lead back to 2. Valley City still has never trailed. 25-23. Cross court, Gord on the far side. On that wing. Top of the key, Gord. Ava kicks it back. Kavanaugh, long 2, short. Rebound, Spotted Wolf, back up, no. Rebound again underneath Kavanaugh. Kicks it back to Hansen, top of the key to Gord. Gord starting in, scoop shot, nope. Rebound, Spotted Wolf up, nope. And a rebound grab by Valley City. Again, the offensive rebounds are hurting the Highliners a little bit here, but fortunately, the bucket on the second try not going in. Ball knocked away there. Now went off of Kavanaugh, and Gord has it for Four Winds Minnewaca. Kavanaugh down low, got the nice pass, shot no. Rebound tip, out of bounds. It will stay with the Indians. 3:21 to go here in this second quarter. Valley City up 25-23 after an up and down first quarter. So far, only Highliners have scored 5, been outscored 8-5 here in the second quarter. Spotted Wolf now will sit down, and that will bring in Carly Baker. Inbounds, baseline, right side. Brought into Baker, hands it back off to Gord. 3:15 to go, top of the key. Ava Gord for 3, back iron too long. Rebound Olsen, picked up the dribble early, but got it off to Potratz into the front court. Double team there, up ahead to Birchall, and Birchall then is going to be fouled. That's going to be on Surrey Gord. That'll be her first. Second team foul of the quarter. And the inbounds, Tessa Olsen will bring it in here for the Highliners. 3:07 to go in this second quarter. 25-23, Valley City. Inside Olsen, quick dribble, shot up good. Tessa gets on the scoreboard for the first time. A little 4-0 run here by Valley City, back up by 4, 27-23. Hansen, pass, near side, tip, saved in bounds by Kavanaugh. And that should be over and back, because she grabbed it in the front court when she saved it and then passed into the backcourt, and they're going to have a quick chat, so I think they are going to call over and back. Yep, there we go. Ryan Schneider, the official over by the scorer's table, caught that one, and that's why he stopped play. So Highliners will get it off the turnover. I'll bring Robertson back into the lineup. Or Spotted Wolf back in the lineup now for Four Winds Minnewaca. Highliners ball leading by 4. Left hand dribble here near side. Top of the key, Olsen, cross court, Potratz. Off that right elbow, backs her way in, scoop shot, blocked by Spotted Wolf, and a foul going to be called on Kendra, much to the dismay of Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. So Kendra Spotted Wolf will pick up her second personal, third team foul. That'll send Drew Potratz to the free throw line. Team high 14 points yesterday, looking for her first points today, and does as she gets the free throw. Drew was 1 for 3 at the line yesterday. Right-hander's free throw. Bends and sends. Swish. So Valley City has rattled off the last 6, and they lead by 6, 29-23. Spotted Wolf at the logo. Ball tip. Stolen by Potratz. Potratz driving in. Turns. Kicks it up. Olsen. And then Olsen has the ball knocked away by Kavanaugh. Olsen was trying to get it out, and we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow to Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. So the ball goes over to the Indians with 2:22 to go here in the second quarter. Again, that pressure by Valley City. Inbounds comes to Gord. She'll go cross court to Kavanaugh. Back to Gord. Cross court Kavanaugh on the front court, and then stripped by Potratz, but into the hands of Gord. Down low, turnaround shot, Spotted Wolf, good. Inside for 2 by Kendra Spotted Wolf. She's got 7 all here in the second quarter, and we have a timeout taken by Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. It is a 30-second timeout. 2:08 left to go here in the second quarter, 29-25, advantage to Valley City. We're back with more Highliner Girls Basketball, live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Two minutes, 8 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Valley City up 29-25. 9-10-9. Fort Wayne's Minnewacan has outscored the Highliners here in the second quarter. Potratz will bring the ball across the timeline. 1-3-1 here by Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. Potratz near side, due to Dakota. Down low, Burchell up, good. Well, Katie Burchell, what a first half she has had. She's got 13. And the Highliners now on a 8-2 run, leading by 6, 31-25. Gord, dribble baseline right, goes up left hand, good. Ava Gord with 9.
Gord for 2.
31-27. Here's Olsen. Potratz ahead to Govin. Govin cross court. Olsen to Potratz. In the lane with the left hand. Good. Dakota Potratz, 8. 33-27, Valley City by a half dozen. Minute 18 to go, second quarter. Kavanaugh to the front court. Here to the near corner, ball knocked away, out of bounds. Actually went off of Kavanaugh. That'll bring Hadley Thorson back in the lineup for Valley City. Burchell will sit down. Kaylee Hansen only has the 1 3-pointer after lighting Kilder up for 27 yesterday. They've done a good job on her here in this first half. Potratz, cross court. Drew to Dakota. Left of the lane. Olsen. Stop. Pop from 18. No. Front rim. Rebound. Thorson up. No. And Hadley's going to go to the line and shoot some free throws. It'll be the 4th foul in the quarter on Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. That'll go on Suri Gord. That is her second. So Thorson at the line, shooting 2. Hadley had 2 points yesterday. Did not shoot a free throw. Good on the first. Highliners, so far so good on at the free throw line. 9 out of 10 as Thorson knocks them both down. 35-27 Valley City. Final minute, second quarter. Into the front court, Spotted Wolf. Into the near side, 3-pointer, Hansen, short front rim. Rebound, Govin. Reaches out with those long arms. Gets it off to Potratz. Potratz stops at the half-court line to go to Drew. Drew to Olson. Ball knocked away off of Hanson. It'll stay with Valley City. 39.9 seconds, about a 13-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Govan into Potratz. Drew to Dakota. Left-hand dribble here near side. Govan gets it back off to Olson. Into the corner. Potratz, three-pointer, left side, air ball. Grab by Govan, right back up, air ball. Grab by Thorson, shot short. Potratz with the putback for two. Dakota in double figures now with 10. The lead is back to 10, equaling the biggest lead of the game for Valley City. 37-27, final 10 seconds. Ball tipped, stolen. Thorson tried to outlet it, knocked away. Thorson nearly got it back, but does get it back to Olson. She needs to hurry. 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that was going to be blocked, and that will do it for the first quarter and the first half. Your score at halftime, it is Valley City 37 and Four Winds Minnewacan 27. We'll step aside, back with coverage of the 2023 Holiday Shootout here from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activity Center. Day 2 of the Valley City Holiday Shootout. 37-27, Valley City leading. Gonna shout out to our crew today. Ray Nelson working our baseline cam, and Garrett Govan working up top. We've recruited Garrett Govan working our up top camera. Jaden Johnson, technical director, running the show here this afternoon from the Hack. I appreciate you joining us wherever you are on this holiday weekend. Hope you have a very safe New Year over the next few days. And if you are in Valley City, and hopefully some of this ice will start leaving us. Of course, the big story yesterday, citywide power outage for about 2 hours yesterday. And that's what caused an hour delay for the Valley City game to start this tournament yesterday. But once we got things started, we had some good games again yesterday. Valley City opened up here at the Hack against Turtle Mountain, winning 60-40. And Four Winds Minnewacan, they were winners over Kildare, 75-25. Central Cass defeated Dunseith girls 69-22. Then over at the Bubble, the only day that we used the Bubble was yesterday, Charlotte Christian and Botno. Best game of the day. Botno winning that one 60-56. Botno, the number 2 ranked team in Class A in girls basketball. And then the boys got their half of the bracket started. And Turtle Mountain played Kildare. Kildare won that one in 64-40. And Charlotte Christian over Dunseith 81-43 in games yesterday. Earlier today here at the Hack, Dunseith losing to Kildare 66-31. And then on the boys' side, Charlotte Christian defeated Turtle Mountain 74-66. After this game, the Highliner boys will have that first game of the tournament as they will take on Dunseith. That'll be followed by Turtle Mountain Charlotte Christian girls. And back over the boys' bracket, Kildare taking on Kindred boys. Kindred ranked number 1 now in Class A. And then the final game of the day is Central Cass and Botno girls. Then also going on today at 7 o'clock, they have a player showcase that's going to wrap up this day 1 from 7 to 9. A player showcase, three-point shooting, maybe a dunk contest. And if they brought in the 3-foot high rim, I could be in the dunk contest. but unfortunately it's still the 10-foot, and so I have to withdraw from that competition. We're at halftime here, 37-27, advantage to Valley City at the half. They outscored the Indians in that second quarter, 17-12. Leading the way for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan, Ava Gord with 9. Siri Gord has 8. 7 from Kendra Spotted Wolf. And again, Keely Hansen had that big game yesterday against Killdeer. Only 3 points, 1 3-pointer early in the first quarter. That's it so far for Hansen. But what I saw yesterday, it won't take long. She gets hot, boy, it won't take long for her to rack up those points. Very good 3-point shooter. Valley City, they've got a couple of players already in double figures. And Katie Burchell off the bench with 13 points in that first half for the Highliners. Dakota Potratz with 10. Greta Gobin with 5. 3 from Maddie Anderson. Drew Potratz with 2. Hadley Thorson with 2. And Tessa Olson with 2. So the two leading scorers for both teams, Kaylee Hansen for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan and Tessa Olson for Valley City, have been neutralized here so far through the first 16 minutes. Again, the Highliner boys, they're going to be looking for win number 1 under Coach Jim McDaniel. That'll be our next game coming up here as they will take on Dunseith, scheduled for 12:30. But obviously we are a little bit behind schedule, so that'll probably be closer to about a 12:45, even maybe close to 1 o'clock for start time on that one. But we will shut down this video stream after we wrap up our post game, and then you can pick us up again on YouTube with that boys game. And again, a reminder, if you have not had a chance to let your friends and family know how they can watch Highliner activities, you go to YouTube. You search Valley City Highliner activities or Highliner activities, and that'll bring you to the Highliner Activity Network page. We've got games that are archived and links set up for future events. So that is where you can see everything that is Valley City activities. And again, that is on YouTube, and just search YouTube and Highliner activities. We mentioned what's going on in Fargo at the Rumble on the Red. Well, for Valley City, Brooke Bundy, she took 5th now, 190 today. We already have Deegan Kirschman. She ended up taking 6th place at 118. Miley Christensen, she is wrestling for the championship at 136. And that'll be a little bit later on today. So they will be the 3 placers for Valley City. And let's take a look here. Well, Miley did lose as she came up 2nd. I just got the notice from Coach TJ Hansen. This is, we were talking about it. So Miley, who last year defeated Ilea Cullinan of Legacy 4-3 in the championship at the state tournament at 135. But Cullinan got revenge and won today at the Rumble on the Red. So Miley Christensen finishing 2nd, and that is Miley's first loss of the season. She is now 18-1 after that loss today. So 3 of the 6 wrestlers for Valley City girls placing today at Rumble on the Red. Also, Colton Greenbull and Ethan Miller, they both went 2-2 on the varsity side. They were the only varsity wrestlers for Valley City. 7 wrestlers were wrestling in the junior varsity side. Owen Hunt was off to a 3-0 start for the tournament. And Chase Coughlin, he was going to be wrestling in the consolation round today. Those are 2 Highliners I know right off the top of my head how they have done. And appreciate getting updates from Coach TJ Hansen and Coach Tim Miller, and also Aaron Larson, Dustin Kruger, keep me updated on what's going on at the Rumble on the Red. Again, over 180 teams, counting varsity, junior varsity, and girls, 1,800 wrestlers. The entire football field at the Fargo Dome covered in wrestling mats. It is, if not the biggest, it is one of the biggest wrestling tournaments in the United States. 37-27, Highliners leading by 10. We've got the second half coming up. We'll be back with that second half. This is Highliner Girls Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube and the Highliner Activity Network. Get 3 games in over 3 days, or on the boys are getting 2 in over this weekend, but they're playing teams they're not going to play during the season. You're playing teams in other regions. You won't see them during the regular season. You won't even see them during the postseason. You may see them at the state tournament if you're lucky to get that far. But that is a great format that we have here in this first annual shootout. Highlanders have the ball to start things here in the third quarter, leading up by 10. Olsen, to Potratz. Near side, Govan. Wanted to go down low, not there. 2-3 zone. There's a steal. Robertson with the steal. She's got 3 personal fouls. The only player in foul trouble on either side. Highlanders only committed 2 in that first half. There's a runner shot. Doesn't go there by, I think that was Gord with the runner inside. We've got a foul on the loose ball. And that is going to be, well, that's on Robertson. That's going to hear, wow, she just got her 4th. Just 31 seconds into the third quarter, and Sophie Robertson picks up her 4th personal foul. Carly Baker now to the scores table. She'll come in. Hopefully Robertson won't get number 5 before they can get the substitution. Inside, Thorson. Near side, Potratz right through the wickets. Grabs it in the corner. Stop. She'll take the 3-pointer. Good. Yeah, ball rolls away. No panic. Grabs it, launches the 3, knocks it down. 13 for Potratz. There's a near steal by Drew, and they say it went off of Gord and out of bounds. Highlanders with their biggest lead now at 13. And now in comes Carly Baker, and Robertson will have to sit down quite probably for the rest of this third quarter. Far side, Drew Potratz for 3, air ball. Underneath, Thorson had it, lost it, picked up, shot up by Potratz, no. And underneath the ball still loose, finally picked up by Gord. And back come Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. And Gord, then she is ran over by Potratz. Now that's going to be a foul on Dakota. That's going to be her 2nd. Momentum took her right on top of Gord. And Gord kind of clenching that left hand, might have fallen on that hand awkwardly. Inbounds right in front of the Indians bench on the far sideline. Gord brings it up top to Baker. Gives it right back to Gord. Gord top of the key. Man-to-man defense here by Valley City. Pass here near side, Hansen. Watch there by Govan. Now she's double teamed on the pick and roll to Baker. Back up top, Spotted Wolf. She'll hand it off to Gord. 20 on the shot clock. Gord near corner. Hansen left alone. Off the rim. High arcing rebound. Grabbed by Thorson. Nearly tied up. Now ball picked up by Potratz. She'll get it off to Olsen. Back come the Highlanders. In transition. Tessa Olsen off the glass with the runner. No. Rebound Potratz. Dribbles out of traffic. Top of the key to Drew. Her 3-pointer off the front of the rim. Can't get that to fall. And Gord will clear it off for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Still 40-27 advantage to Valley City. Holding that 13-point lead, their biggest of the game. Backdoor pass stolen by Thorson. Off to Potratz. Potratz in the front court. Followed with Govan. Layup up and no. Rebound Potratz, yes. Dakota with 15. I do believe this is a career high varsity-wise for Dakota Potratz at 15 points. 42-27. That is also the lead for Valley City as they add to their biggest of the day. Far corner. Gord for 3. No. Back iron. Boy, shots that were falling yesterday for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. Not happening today. Here's Potratz off the rebound into the front court for Valley City. Stops at the free throw line. Over to Drew. Her 3-pointer. No. Those were falling for her yesterday, and they're not doing it. Now back into the front court comes Gord. Ball knocked away. Stolen. Potratz picks up the loose ball. Ooh, and there's a foul called. Hang on. They're going to have a conference as Ryan Schneider. They're going to give the foul. Is going to be on Gord. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul. And that is team foul number 2. Kavanaugh comes in for Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. Baker will sit down. Highlander ball, 5:10 to go, third quarter, leading 42-27 as they have outscored Fort Wayne's Minnewacan 5-0 in the quarter. There's a near steal picked up by Hansen, and we got a foul on the loose ball. That might be Govan. It is going to be, or Potratz. Potratz will get it. Dakota will pick up her 3rd. That's the 2nd team foul. So Potratz now in foul trouble with Valley City. She has 3. Gord inbounds it. Surrey to Ava. Dribbled it off her toe. No, they said it was knocked away. as Maddie Anderson checked in there defensively for Valley City, near side Gord. Now Hanson. Hanson goes up top of the key, spotted Wolf, far side Gord. Left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Kavanaugh. Back to Gord. Driving through, kicks it back out. Pass underneath. Gord on the wing, spotted Wolf, three-pointer right side, good. Kendra spotted Wolf, knocking down her second three. She's in double figures with 10. And it took about 3.5 minutes for Hoynes-Minnewacan to get on the scoreboard here in the third quarter. 42-30, 4:25 remaining. In the near corner, Govan. Looking at that 3-2 zone. Three-pointer by Govan off the rim. Thorson rebound, no, and a foul call. That's going to send Hadley to the free throw line for Valley City. That's going to be on Kavanaugh. Haven Kavanaugh will pick up her first, third team foul. So Hadley Thorson to the line, where she is 2 for 2 today. And the right-hander bends and sends number one. No, another one to go. Second free throw here by Thorson. And the right-hander sends it on its way. Good. She gets 1 out of 2. 3 points for Hadley. Valley City on top, 43-30. Gord breaks the pressure into the front court. Ball tipped there by Thorson. Gord gets it back in the corner to Kavanaugh. Her baseline jumper overshoots everything. Olsen grabs the rebound for Valley City. Tessa up court to Anderson. Anderson starts in, right of the lane, spin move. Ball knocked away by Spotted Wolf, picked up by Gord. 3-on-2 here for Four Winds Minnewacan. Ava from Surrey, layup good. 11 for Ava Gord. 43-32. Lead at 11 for Valley City. And as much as 15. Pass near corner, Govan, Olsen. Tessa. Been quiet so far. Backdoor pass, Anderson off the glass for 2. Great pass there by Thorson. Maddie with the easy 2, she's got 5. 45-32 Highlanders. Cross court. Now in the front court. Spotted Wolf knocked away. Gord regains control. And another game to follow with Valley City. Valley City boys and Dunseith boys. At their alternating boy-girl games. All of the games, 7 of them here at the Hack today and tomorrow. What a great way to spend your holiday weekend. Come to the Hack and watch some great high school hoops. Top of the key, Kavanaugh. 1 on the shot clock. Gord, as the shot clock goes off, can't get it to fall. Olsen clears out the rebound. Pass down court. Potratz, baseline left. Pass to Anderson, knocked away. Maddie got it back, and then a foul called. No, they're going to call jump ball. Check that. Possession arrow. The Four Winds Minnewacan. That'll bring Burchell, Nielsen, and Drew Potratz in the lineup for Valley City. And Sophie Robertson coming back in for the Indians, as is Carly Baker. Again, they have the one man-on-man pressure on the recipient on the inbounds. Hanson gets it up ahead. Robertson back up top of the key to Hanson. Here the near corner. Gord for 3. Rim off. Rebound. Robertson up. Good. Sophie Robertson, her first points of the game. 45-34. Lead down to 11. Olsen, top of the key. Nielsen here near side Anderson. Maddie goes down low. Burchell. Left hand up and off the mark. Gets her own rebound. Boy, Katie Burchell, great game today. She's got 15. And I think out of those about half dozen field goals, 3 of them have been off offensive rebounds. 47-34. Highliners back to a baker's dozen. Gord, Euro step in the lane, no. Burchell grabs another rebound. Unofficially, I got Katie with 6 rebounds here to go along with her 15 points. Cross-court pass stolen by Hanson, but out of bounds, and it will stay with Valley City. $1:44 to go here in this third quarter. Valley City leading 47-34. 10-7, they have outscored the Indians here in the quarter. Potratz, back to Olsen. Up top, back over to Potratz. Far side, Nielsen. Inside, Burchell. Katie lost it. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession to the Highliners. Well, Valley City will maintain possession. And the baseline inbounds Nielsen. Kaling brings it in, grabbed by Olsen, stripped by Robertson, but to Nielsen, over to Drew Potratz for three and knocking it down. First field goal for Drew, first three-pointer as well, and she's got 5. The lead is at back up to 16. That is now the biggest lead of the game, 50-34. Valley City on top. We've got a foul on the dribble drive. That's going to be on Drew Potratz. That's going to be number 2 on Drew. Third team foul in the quarter. Inbounds, grab, Gilbertson, far side. Gilbertson gives it back. Baker to Gord. Gord here near side. Roberts back to Gord. Hanson, three-pointer left corner. Boy, she is cold as ice today. Only has hit 1 three-pointer. Gets it over to Gord off the offensive put back in, up and in. Three-pointer from the corner by Surrey Gord. She's in double figures with 11. 50-37 in final 45 seconds of this third quarter. Valley City with the ball and the lead. On the near wing, Olsen. Tessa gets it back. Down low, open. Birchall layup. No, but she's going to go to the line and get a couple of free throws here. That is the 4th team foul on Four Winds Minnewaca. This one will be on Baker, Carly's first. So Katie Birchall at the line, where she is 3 for 3 today. Make it 4 for 4. 16 for Birchall. And definitely a career high varsity level for Katie Birchall. 16 points. Benson sends number 2. Nothing but net. 17 for Birchall. 52-37 Highliners. 35 seconds to go third quarter. Not so much fun. I want to start over. Pass in the lane. Robertson to Gord. Three-pointer from that right corner. No. Baker clears off, controls the rebound for the Indians. Now near side, Gord. Shot clock off. Final 20 seconds. Third quarter. Near side, Baker. Top of the key. Robertson gets it on the far side. Is Gord. Back up top, Hanson. She'll take it from 23. Off the mark. Rebound, Birchall. One final drive here for Valley City. Hanson, cross court. Birchall to Potratz. Stop, pop, shot, no. Rebound on the floor, and they will not get a shot off before the end of the third quarter. Your score, it is now Valley City 52 and Four Winds Minnewacan 37. We're back with the fourth quarter. This is Highliner Girls Basketball live from the Hack. We're live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. As we start the fourth quarter, Valley City, a couple players in double figures. And to be quite honest, maybe not the 2 players you would think would be leading them in scoring here through 3 quarters. Katie Birchall with 17, Dakota Potratz with 15. Tessa Olsen, who does lead the team in scoring coming into today's game, just 2 points in 3 quarters, and that came in the second quarter. But the Highliners are doing the same thing to the top scorer for the Indians, and Kaylee Hanson, she has just 3 points, and that was a 3-pointer early in the game in the first quarter. Indians have the ball to start things here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 15. Cutting through off the glass. Nice pass there, Gord, and she got it inside. And the bucket to Robertson. Robertson with 4, 52-39. Pass far side, Thorson driving left baseline, up and good. Hadley Thorson, she's got 5. 54-39 Valley City. Pass front court, Robertson, cross court, Gord. Takes one dribble, takes the 3-pointer, nothing but net. Gonna shut my eyes and said that's going in. She's got a nice stroke. Again, she has got a nice stroke, as does Hanson. These are young ladies. Here's a steal by Robertson against Govan, and Govan got a piece, but Robertson gets a putback, no. And then Potratz clears off the board for Valley City. Nice hustle there defensively by Greta Govan. And here's a near steal. Ball loose in the backcourt. Thorson had it, still loose. Govan has it, stood up. That's a travel. Yep. I think the knee touched. And so when she stood up, there's your travel. So the turnover gives the ball back over to Four Winds Minnewacan. 6:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Highliners up 54-42. And really the way that the Indians can hit threes, what I've seen, this game is far from over. There's the ball, rolls off the foot of Hansen, and out of bounds. It will be Highliner ball. Surrey Gord can hit the three. Ava Gord can hit the three. Hansen can hit the three. Spotted Wolf has got a couple herself today. So the Highliners, that's why they're keeping that pressure on. Here's Potratz into the corner, Govan. Back up top, Potratz, dribble drive, Drew. Stop, pop, and 12, good. Potratz with 7. And the lead at 14, 56-42. In the front court, Gord left alone, dribbles in, now goes back up top. Going to get a good crowd here today. Some of the fans for the boys game trickling in here to watch the end of this one. Down low, Robertson, layup, good. And check that, was that Spotted Wolf? That was Spotted Wolf that got that inside bucket. She's got 12. 56-44. Near side, Govan. Onto the wing, Potratz. Top of the key, Drew inside, Olsen in the lane, kicks it back to Govan. Govan, baseline pass intended for Thorson, knocked away. It will stay with the Highliners. 5:48 to go in the quarter. Valley City up 56-44. And been outscored 7-4 by Four Winds Minnewacan so far. Inbounds, Olsen, 19-footer, far corner, off the mark. Thorson with the great offensive rebound, can't get it to go. And the rebound controlled by Spotted Wolf, off to Gord. Here come the Indians back to the way, trailing by 14. Gord, left hand hip high dribble, goes back up top, between the rings, swings it over far side to Gord. Ava in front of Coach Sean. Crossover dribble, dribble drive, finds the opening, right side of the lane, layup, no. Rebound up, good by Robertson. 6 for Robertson. 56-46. Back to a 10-point game here. Cross court, Potratz. Now they're cranking up the pressure, and Coach Howard wants a timeout. Timeout, Valley City. With 5:09 to go here in this fourth quarter, it is a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. 56-46 advantage to the Highliners. We're in live coverage of the first annual Valley City Holiday Shootout on YouTube on the Highliner TV Network. Oh, we're mentioning the region here that Four Winds Minnewacan, they are part of Region 2 in Class A. In their region, Thompson, the number 1 team in the state. Devils Lake, the number 5 team in the state, are in their region. So it's not easy for them. And then also Grafton, who's also had a litany of some great games and over the last few years on the girls' side. They're also in that region. Along with Carrington and Hillsborough Central Valley. I think the toughest region might have to be Region 4. I'll tell you about that here a little later on. This 3-class system, and so far grade A in the first month of the 3-class system. Potratz backs her way in, finds an opening, driving in, ball stripped and out of bounds, went off the hands of Robertson. It will stay with Valley City. 4:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. 56-46, Highliners by 10. Inbounds, onto the wing, Burchell, up top, Olsen. Olsen hands it off, Potratz, down low Burchell. Triple teamed, tied up, got away from the triple team, got a shot off, didn't go, and there's a shot clock violation on the Highliner. Wow, she even got a shot off with 3 players around her, but she did. Unfortunately, didn't go in. Inbounds in the backcourt. Highlanders continuing that pressure. Hanson up ahead. Robertson. Skip pass. Gord. She'll work it up here, top of the key. 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders lead is at 10. I'd say precarious. Again, these Indians can hit those 3-pointers and get right back into it in a short order. There's Hanson for 3. Off the mark, would have been on cue. And again, she has only hit 1 3-pointer today after having 7 yesterday. In the lane, Govan, Potratz, top of the key. Olsen tried to split the D, lost it. Loose ball, grabbed by Robertson. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Highlanders with just 4 points so far in the quarter. On the far side, Gord gets that offense set. Look at that man-to-man defense. Near side, Hanson. Hanson with the pick, looking for the roll, not there. Top of the key, spotted wolf, far side, Gord. Gord with a crossover dribble, wanting baseline, goes baseline. Baseline pass, Ava on the wing to Hanson. Top of the key, there's a 3-pointer Roberts, or a 2-pointer for Robinson, no. Rebound, and Burchell can't control it. It goes out of bounds, off her hands. It will stay with Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. That's going to bring Carly Baker to the scorer's table. She'll check in for the Indians. Spotted Wolf will sit down. 3:32 to go here in this fourth quarter. Inbound, Gord. Brings it in, Hanson, far corner. Gets it back off to Gord. Just off the elbow, top of the key. There's Ava Gord, the long 3, rolls off. Rebound, Potratz for Valley City. And the 3-on-1. Now all the way down, right down the middle, trying to go coast to coast. Nope, but a foul called on Gord. That's going to go on Suri Gord. That's going to be her 4th personal foul. That is the first personal foul here in the fourth quarter. Drew Dakota Potratz at the line shooting 2. So far, she is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, 2 for 3. Now make it 2 for 4. She misses that one. She's got 15 points. Also in double figures, Katie Burchell with 17. The lefty's free throw, no. Off the mark, long rebound, grabbed by Gord here near side. Ava dribbles into the front court. Turns, up top, Robertson, far side, Hanson. They put Govan on Hanson. I think that's been the key, those long arms. She has not been able to get a clean shot. Long 3-pointer, top of the key by Suri Gord. Knocks it down, and a timeout taken by Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside. Don't go away. 3:02 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 56-49. Highlanders with the lead. This is coverage of the first annual Valley City Holiday Shootout live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here from the Hack. Rain Nelson, Garrett Govan, our camera people today. Jane Johnson running the show, the technical director here up in the booth. As we are the first of 2 today here on the Highliner Activity Network. The Highliner boys ready to take on Dunseith. That'll be next. About 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game. 56-49. Highliners holding on to the lead. They only have 4 points in the quarter. They've been outscored 12-4 by the Indians here in the fourth quarter. Potratz nearly lost it. It's on the floor. Nobody has it yet. Burchell finally gets it. Goes over to Potratz. Potratz off the glass, no. Gord clears off the rebound. And Ava Gord, she was plowed down, and she is limping as she heads back up the floor. On the far side, Hanson. Down low, Spotted Wolf, turnaround shot against Burchell, good. Kendra Spotted Wolf, she's got 14. The lead is 5, 56-51. And now the pressure is getting cranked up here by Fort Wayne's Minnewacan. Cross-court pass to Govan. Highliners leading by 5, but outscored 14-4 in the quarter. Burchell in the lane. Olsen runs over Robertson. No call, and she gets the bucket. Olsen's got 4. She got lowered the shoulder, but a good no call there. There was contact on both sides. Here's Gord on the near side. Goes up top. Ball stolen. Potratz controls the steal. 3-on-2 for the Highliners, but Potratz goes to far corner to Govan. They'll set the offense. Olsen up top. Potratz, three-pointer from there. Good. Dakota Potratz now with a team high 18. And just like that, the lead back up to 10 on a 5-0 run by the Highliners. 61-51 with a buck and a half to go here in this fourth quarter. Top of the key, Gord, far side. Spotted Wolf up top, Robertson. Down to Gord. Up top, Hansen. 23-footer, good. Wow, that is only her second three-pointer of the game, her first since the early minutes of the game. 61-54. Press broken. Far side, Potratz for Valley City. Crossover dribble. Bounce pass underneath for Burchell. And it goes off of Four Winds Minnewacan out of bounds. It will be Highlander ball. Hadley Thorson back in. Also coming back in is Haven Kavanaugh for Four Winds Minnewacan. 1:05 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Valley City up 61-54. Inbounds comes to Olsen near corner. On the wing, Potratz. Potratz, quick shot by Thorson, rolls off, can't get it to fall. Robertson rebound, tip, stolen. Govan off the Potratz. They'll reset the offense. Now it's time to use the clock. Inside to Thorson. Triple team travel. Looked like she wanted to shoot it, then thought maybe she should pass it. Got triple team, traveled. 48.7 seconds to go. It's a 3-possession game right now for Valley City. Gord with the inbounds. Brings it in. Robertson back to Gord. Gord on the far side. She's going to get to half court. They're call it thought they're going to call a timeout. No. They do have a couple left. Gord up top of the key. Again, they have 2 fulls. Valley City has all 3 fulls. Long three-pointer by Ava Gord for 3. Knocks it down, and they take a timeout. Ava Gord now with 14. And it's back to a 4-point game, 61-57 with 31.5 seconds, 31.2 seconds to go. We'll keep it here. Valley City, they have had that little run to get themselves back to a 10-point lead. But just like that, a 6-0 run by the Indians have cut it back down to 4, 61-57. Kendra Spotted 14, Ava Gord 14, Surrey Gord 17. Those are the double-figure scores for the Indians. And again, Callie Hansen had 27 last night. Just 2 3-pointers, one early in the first quarter and one just moments ago here in the fourth quarter for her 6 points. Dakota Potratz, 18, leads the Highliners. Katie Burchell has 17. Those are your double-figure scores for Valley City. Again, now is the timeout situation. Four Winds Minnewacan has 1 full timeout remaining, and Valley City has 3 full timeouts remaining. Coach Jimmy Howard down on one knee after that timeout. Govan, Potratz, Olsen, and Thorson, the starting 5, are on the floor right now for Valley City. Hansen, Gord, Robertson, and Kavanaugh. Another 3-point shooter on the floor for Four Winds Minnewacan. Plus they have some fouls to give with her on the floor. She only has 1. They get across the timeline. Thorson gets her a defensive player in the air, drives the lane. No, she drive the baseline, couldn't get the layup to go. Kavanaugh off to Gord. Gord could cut it to 1. Step back, runs in her own player, controls the dribble. 7 seconds to go. Far side. Kavanaugh launches the long 2 off the glass. No, Potratz has it, and the Highliners will hold on and win this one this afternoon. Your final score: Valley City 61 and Four Winds Minnewacan 57. We'll take a quick break, total things up. We'll be back with our post game here from the Hack. This is Highliner basketball action of the first annual Valley City Holiday Tournament live on the Highliner TV Network. Well, you get outscored 20-9 in the fourth quarter. You think maybe things aren't going so well, but luckily the Highliners had a big lead. And even though they did get outscored by the Indians 20-9 in that fourth quarter, held on to win here 61-57. 3 players in double figures for Four Winds Minnewacan. Siri Gord led the way with 17. Ava Gord had 14. Kendra Spotted Wolf had 14. Sophie Robertson with 6. And Kelly Hansen had 6 points. Keely Hansen had 6 points for the Indians for their total of 57. 15 in the first, 12 in the second, 10 in the third, and then 20 in the fourth. Valley City led by Dakota Potratz with 18, 17 from Katie Burchell, 7 from Drew Potratz, 5 points from Maddie Anderson, 5 points from Greta Govan, 5 points from Hadley Thorson, and 4 points from Tessa Olson for their total of 61. 20 in the first quarter, 17 in the second, 15 in the third, and 9 in the fourth quarter. So Valley City now 5-1 on the year, and they will wrap up this shootout tomorrow at 11 a.m. when they take on Killdeer. Four Winds Minnewacan falls to 4-5 on the year. They will wrap up their shootout tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. when they take on Bottineau here at the Hack. So we're about 20 minutes away from the start of the boys' game. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with coverage of the boys' game coming up, as the tip-off for that boys' game will be about 1:05. So we'll be back at 1 o'clock with the beginning of coverage of the boys' basketball game. Again, final score from the girls, 61-57. Valley City winning over Four Winds Minnewacan. We'll be back with more coverage of the first annual Valley City Holiday Shootout live on YouTube on the Highline Activity Network.